hear a little bit about your background, like your
Yeah,
age, where you're from, and
yeah,
let's
totally.
start right there.
I'm 18. I moved to Utah in January. So it was January 6th I moved up here. I was looking for a job, but it's so infested with college age kids here, I couldn't find anything. And
Cool.
so I was working a temporary job at my fiance's uncle's place, and he just told me to go take a pallet outside. I was like, okay. He said stack it by the side of the dumpster, not in it. And I was like, why? He said someone
Hmm.
comes and grabs it. So I liked that. I needed money, and I was like, well, I wonder what business this is, what it has to offer and stuff. So then I just researched it for about like 2 to 3 weeks.
Hmm.
I found, a bunch of different programs and found another guy on Instagram who's, all doing the palette stuff, seeing what I can grasp from him, stuff like that. I actually I went unprospected for like 2, 3 weeks, got like 3, 4 clients, and some suppliers. And so I started that up. My first client was February 19th. And since then I went from the end of February, I made 1,300 in sales, to March it was just under 4 grand in sales. And then as in April right now, I'm at 7,200 in sales. And
So, so
in
you are. Keep on going. Go ahead.
yeah, no, just in I mean, obviously, like, there's been some startup costs and stuff getting things going. Like, I'm, very much established professional business here. But yeah, profit wise, like at 7,200 a month, I'm making it's like just under 5K a month in just over 2 months of actually operational generative income.
You are just hearing your story, man. Just real quick. 18 years old,
Yeah, yeah, 18.
fiance, but you're about to get married. Congratulations on that.
Thank you. Thank you,
Um,
boss.
Seemed like a self-starter before you even got into the business. You did your
Yeah.
research on it. I
Oh
mean,
yeah, yeah.
you're hitting every single thing in terms of a perfect entrepreneur. Like you are
Thanks,
hitting those
boss.
marks. So let me ask you this: what the temp job that you were doing with your uncle? What exactly was that?
Um, oh yeah, it's my fiance's uncle, the same thing. It was just a cabinet his cabinet, they manufactured cabinets and installed them. Um,
Okay.
they were decently big, but like they throw out like maybe they throw out like 10 pallets like a month or something. Like they're not anything that I was like, holy, they're stacking up crazy pallets. Like when I went and
Yeah.
took my pallet out to actually gain the idea of this business, I took one pallet out and sat it next to the dumpster with no other pallets around. And so
So
I
when that
didn't see a
happened,
fat stack. I was just like, oh, what can I do with
so
one pallet?
when that happened, it kind of sparked the interest in your head at that point, or
Yeah.
had you already been kind of researching pallets?
Nope.
Wow.
I was just a broke boy and working a temporary job that I he was just helping me out. Like, he was just, giving me some work to do. But
Hmm.
I was just, trying to think, like I was actually applying to like 20 places like a week, like for like 2, 3 weeks. And I just wasn't getting anywhere. Like it's just so infested out here. It's actually crazy. And so I was like, well, I gotta get something to go out here. I moved out here already, and like my mom was like, I don't know, my family, like obviously they supported me and stuff, but they were just kind of thinking I was a bit stupid because in a sense I was chasing my fiance now. And
But you're a risk
but
taker, so that's a
yeah,
good
yeah.
thing. That's a good
Yeah, it's
quality to
like
have a.
I'm not gonna sit at home, and just
Hmm.
watch things fly by. So I was like, all right, well, I gotta get something going. Big motivator was just, like honestly, the people, like, not that I have tension with people, but, like, just showing people that I'm able to, get stuff done in situations where people, may have had the idea where I'm just, out chasing something and just not making the best decisions. I'm like, "Well, hey, look, this is what I can do." So,
So
that's been
you,
a
so you,
huge factor.
Man, that's awesome. So you toss the pallet by the dumpster and you get the idea and you're like, there's got to be something more to this, like
Yeah,
this whole
yeah, like,
business.
there's gotta
Like,
be a value to it.
yeah. So then
Yeah.
you go online, you start doing research, and then you come across Pallet Pros Academy along with other people
Yeah, yeah, I came across, like,
talking about the pallet
3
business.
3, like, program type people.
So what was it about Pallet Pros Academy that drew you to?
You guys are the only ones that have done anything that's, like, really connected the people that are, in the process of starting this up. Because the biggest thing is, like, overcoming those things that you come across.
Right.
And so having so many different ideas and new ideas, there's not just one way to do it. It's been super helpful having just the community. Like, it's been super motivating too. And seriously, like, when you get to the point where it's like people are asking you how you're doing stuff, it's like, whoa, like this,
That's a
this
good
is
thing,
sweet
right? 'Cause
stuff. It's a good feeling.
yeah, it's like a motivational booster because
It
now
is, dude.
you are building an authority, right? And
For real.
so it's the same thing that I'm at the point where I want to help other people, right? At my
Right.
level, and then even at your level, when people ask you questions, you're like, I can answer that question, and it feels good to be able to help other
Right?
people
No,
get
it's
to the
actually so awesome.
yeah. So, all right. So you said you joined in February. You've had some successes, and we're going to get to those successes. I know you talked about
Yeah.
them a minute, but what when you got into the academy, like what was your just initial goal? Like join,
My
like once you
initial
joined.
goal was honestly just to, be able to start this up, that I was gonna be able to, afford to do this, like, full time, like, be able to invest all my time into growing it and stuff. And really, I mean, I was hoping it would take a month to do, and it did about that. I worked part-time for 2, 3 weeks, and I was able to take over and get this rolling and growing and stuff. So that was my initial goal, was to get it started up, obviously. And then my goal since is just, to grow to hit that like 10K marker.
I think you can do
And
it.
yeah,
You're definitely on the
definitely
way to it.
definitely on track. Like, the thing is nice is, like, I mean, it's honestly like it's the perfect business. Like, the profit margins are high. The time efficiency, like, I work 15 to 30 hours a week, like, depending on how busy it is. And that leaves me time to prospect and grow my business. And the overhead, like, the expenses are low. Like,
So unpack like your first couple of deals. Like, where are you making your money right now? Like,
yeah,
just walk through
I've
that real quick.
I've got a client for 80 a week who's paying $10 a pallet. And so from that client, I'm making 3,200 bucks just from him. And
And what type of pallets are they? The regular standard size, 48,
yeah,
40 pallets?
standard used pallets, and I give him 4 ways and 9 blocks. He takes both of them.
And how did you set that deal up? Like,
Yeah.
how did you get that client?
So this guy was paying 18 bucks for new pallets. And I was like, "Okay,
Wow.
brother, let's take a pause, like, time out." I was like, "I can get you something that's gonna give you the same results." Like, everything is similar. I make sure they're good. If you come across one that's broken, like, call me up. I'll come by and I'll replace it. But, like, you're getting the same results out of something that you just need to operate your business. It's not like you're choosing to have it. Like, it's just you just need it. And so it's like when the numbers line up, it's just such a simple game of like, hey, these are the numbers. I like to, build a relationship with them because that's huge. That helps. But yeah, I mean, he was actually my first customer, and I was just like mind blown that
You know
I was
you're
getting 3,200 from this one guy.
you know you do you get those pallets for free as well too?
Yeah, yeah. So profit
Okay.
margins are, yeah, literally like
Or
10
do you
bucks.
charge for the ones
Sometimes I
that you're
gotta
getting?
pay 1 or 2 bucks a pallet.
Okay,
But I do come across times where I get paid to pick up pallets. So it's
that's good
just
too.
profit on profit. Those times are
So
few.
you are an anomaly in this business space. I'm gonna tell you why. Because the majority of the guys that are in this space are older guys. Have you run into other
Yeah.
guys in this space already?
Oh,
They're
yeah,
like
no,
in their
totally.
40s, 50s, they're retired, right?
Yeah. Something
Um,
that has helped me tons is, like, they see this young kid, and honestly, the warehouse managers that I talk to, they're, like, higher up in the company, and they love seeing an entrepreneur, especially, like, a young person my age, and so that's
yep,
helped a ton with being able to scale it, especially because a lot of this business is kind of like one man, like, I mean, no race involved, but, like, Mexican guys who are willing to work very cheap and,
yep.
just kind of, like, honestly, just kind of not as professional as a,
It's
look.
beer money. Beer money.
Mhm. Yeah, seriously. Like, I talked to a guy in Arizona, he called me up because he saw my ad about me selling my business, and he was just asking for help and stuff, and honestly, he was doing everything that I was doing. It's just difficult because pallets there were going for, like, 3 to $5 a pallet, and I was like, "Dang, that's just rough, man."
The thing
So
about it is though, you can really set your price is your price because what
right.
people pay for is the your consistency and
Seriously, that's what I
your
stress.
professionalism.
Mhm. That's what I
And and
stress.
and also
Go ahead, man.
and also the fact that they can get to you really easily. See, the problem is with a lot of the other guys in
Right.
their business, they may or may not pick up their phone. They're not consistent. They don't come by. They don't, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So
Persistency has been huge because a
all
lot of
those,
these
you have to
people
be on top of it. You got to be on top of it.
right. Well, a lot of these
Hmm.
guys, like, it's not like they're, like, trying to, trying to be a pain to you, like, it's just pallets aren't their, like, main concern. Like, their
Yep.
warehouse managers, they've got other things to worry about, so pallets don't come across their minds, but still, being able to save their company, a couple $1,000 a year on pallets, like, that's something that's gonna make their boss happy, and so it's like it's not something they're directly thinking about, so you just have to be persistent and just keep hitting them with it, and then eventually, you'll get them to bite and just keep offering your services.
So my dad was a salesman for like 30 years, right? So I picked up a
Oh,
lot of
yeah.
game from him when I got into this
Sales
business.
is
And
huge,
one thing that he told me, this was like a phrase that he used when he would pitch his services.
right?
He would tell people, "My job is to make you look good." So like
I like that, man.
if you are if you're saving a business thousands of dollars a year
It
on
adds
pallets,
up.
and that manager or the warehouse person is dealing with you specifically, they look good to their upper management, whoever
Mhm,
their
right?
bosses are. So they're going to continue to use you. So you kind of touched on how the group Pallet Pros Academy has kind of helped to boost your confidence by being able to help other people with the questions
Yeah.
that they have. So what would be like one valuable takeaway or aspect that you would say that Pallet Pros Academy has helped you with for you specifically?
Just I mean, I've run into questions, of course. So like when I'm able to, release those questions to not just you, to be able to, you know, ask those questions to so many other members and you also, like, it's just huge. Like I said, the community, like being all together in one place has just
Hmm.
been great, like so helpful. I've picked up things of like, okay, what does and doesn't work without having
Hmm.
to, like try and fail it. Yeah, it's been great. Like I said, like the community vibes of it has been awesome.
You nobody's ever successful by themselves. They
Right.
have
It's the
mentors,
networking, man.
exactly.
Mhm. Yeah,
Friends,
like
mentors, all of that to help
yeah,
them.
seriously. Yeah, it's the
Because
connections.
even for me, like I don't have perfect days every day, every time I go out. There's rough days
Right.
for me, slow days. And even for me, like looking at the community even helps me out. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right,
looking
man?
at like your win. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
okay, David Parker went out and he got this today. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll make me feel
Right.
better. And now it'll kind of give me a little bit of confidence that all
Yeah,
is not
it's
lost
able to
for
build off
me.
people's momentum.
There you go.
It's huge.
Yeah. Would you recommend Pallet Pros Academy to others?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like I really loved like just the group camaraderie and like everything that it has to offer. It's great.
That's
And I
awesome,
had a
man. What
guy
part of
in
Florida?
Salt Lake. I had a guy in, well, south of Salt Lake, where closer to where I'm at. But he reached out to me and was like, "Hey, look, man, I'm just starting this up. Like, you got any tips and stuff? I'm also in Salt Lake." And I was like, and I actually met with him because I'm selling my business now. And
Was he the
so,
one in the group? There's a guy in
um,
the academy
Jeff,
who's in. I'm not sure
Jeff
what his name
Gardner,
is, but I know. What do you say, Jason?
um, uh,
Oh,
oh,
there's a guy in the group who's I think near you. So you can before you move. I'm sure you guys can
right,
kind of
yeah.
network a little bit.
Yeah, I talked to one guy who's trying to start up and stuff, and I was like, "Hey, look, I mean, like, this is what I have to offer for my business and stuff." And we talked and stuff, and it was great talks, and he took away some good things. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's great. Like, I've obviously, like, it's been, a process of scaling it and stuff, but I've been able to kinda double my sales each month and be able to with that, I've actually been if I wasn't heading out to Florida, I'd be wanting to hire a guy to pick up pallets and to repair pallets, and the capital I get from selling my business, I'll be able to start it up on a nicer level and be able to expand it more and, be able to get it managed out and just work so much more effectively since I've had this knowledge already and I have the capital on top of it. I started this business with 600 bucks in my bank account. Like I was broke. It was
How many doors did you knock on daily to get to where you're at now
it's where I'm at. I mean,
on
it
average?
depended it depended on the day, but I'd probably say like at least 20 a day when I'd go and
Mhm.
knock. I'd probably say, like, there'd be times where I'd be in talking with a guy for 20 minutes at a time, but I'd say, like, 20 to 40 dependable. But,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, you get your eye trained too for what the looks are and stuff, and
Yeah,
you're able to sort it
absolutely.
out quicker, but, yeah, the first times I was knocking on doors, I went back and realized, I'm like, those aren't even custom pallets, those are the Chet pallets, and, like, it's just things that's like, yeah, that obviously wasn't a good look. That now I'm able to see and, you just get better at it.
Another thing I'll say to you as well too is pallets are the bread and butter, but you can also make some really good money with drums, crates, moving that
Right,
type
all
of
the
stuff as
else.
well
Yeah.
too.
I'd
Yeah,
wanted to get into that, but yeah, pallets is kind of where I was starting at, and then I was gonna, you know, scale it to that when the time comes. But
because
for real
the
though.
knowledge is transferable. All you're really doing is taking the
Right.
lightly used, the stuff that can be reused and resold somewhere else.
Seriously,
If it's
yeah.
trash at somebody's spot, it's in good enough condition it can be resold. Then because
Mhm.
you'll find yourself you'll find opportunities that will come to you. Like I don't really sell
Right.
drums like, but every once in a while I'll come across
Right.
a stash with really nice drums are like really good condition and I'll sell them, for 30, 40, $50 a piece. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's
Seriously.
like they kind of fall like I don't really sell Gaylord boxes, but you saw the post I put in school. Like
Yeah.
I got a client that I get like 100 Gaylord boxes from like once a quarter. And I got somebody that buys them for like 15 bucks a piece. So I'll sell them, you know
Right,
what I'm
it's
saying?
just like it's just business that you like,
Yeah.
alright, like, okay, if it works, then you do it. Simple
Yeah.
as that.
I want to say thank you so much, man, for hopping on. I'm really happy for your success for you. Like I said,
Yeah, I
man, you're
appreciate it.
a bright young man, 18 years old, uh, engaged, selling, about to sell off your business, make a move across the country. You have a very
Yeah,
bright future. You have a very bright future ahead of you, regardless if you
appreciate
stay
it,
in the pallet
boss.
business or go somewhere else. I can tell just from this conversation, your engagement within school, that whatever you touch is going to turn to gold, man.
Thanks, boss.
You're gonna go far with that, man. I'm just gonna speak that into you, man, because you have that X factor. You have that entrepreneurial spirit, that go-getter attitude, and
Yeah, it
it,
helps when you actually do it. I mean, that's the biggest
yeah,
thing. So many people can do it, but it's the ones who like will actually go out and actually do it that
yeah,
it's a life changer. It's a life changer when
yeah.
you actually go for those risks. It's scary
So,
stuff though,
oh man, look, when you step out on that ledge, man, and you have to rely on yourself to do it, and there's no fallback, there's
right?
no safety net. Yeah, it's definitely scary. Now throw a kid in the mix. I have
I
children. Jason
know,
has three.
right?
So once you throw children, it becomes even more. You know what I mean? But you're good because right now you don't
Yeah.
have a kid. You're not
My
married
expenses
yet,
are
but
so low, right?
yeah.
This is definitely the time to take the risks.
So
Definitely a good time to actually experiment with what I'm wanting to do.
so I just want to say thank you, man, for sharing your experience. That was is grateful. This information is going to help a lot of other people who
Yeah,
decide if they
appreciate
want to
it.
get into the pallet business or not. So anybody that's watching this on this replay, if you guys want to hop into the pallet business and achieve the same results, just click on the link in the description. All right. You can also schedule a one-on-one call with us. My guy Jason will get the call, man. He'll get you in, and he'll see if Pallet Pros Academy is good for you. And then Parker, Jason's actually going to reach out to you and discuss how he can help even scale your business even further. It seems like you got a lot of that stuff in place already, but we're here to
Yeah,
help, man.
no.
And
Yeah, any helps help.
you
I love it.
yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and hop off, man. I want to say once again, I appreciate it, Parker. And
Appreciate
look,
you,
man,
dog.
we'll see you. Keep on going up, man.
Yeah, keep on keeping on.
All right, man. Talk to you soon. Thanks.
Rolling with my hustle, profits in tow.